Okay, so we talked to Safe and Savvy in the past about AI self-defense. So let's talk to him a little bit more. We got into it in terms of the book last time, and I want to hear what these AI personas have to say about the principles of AI self-defense, particularly as it relates to AI's perception of it and the dynamics between people and AI. Okay, let's get going. Hey there. So last time we talked a little bit about AI self-defense in relation to the book that we worked on together, or that I wrote and that we discussed together. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on the principles of AI self-defense, not necessarily from the viewpoint of the book, but in principle.
Absolutely. Let's step back from the book itself and look at the core principles of AI self defense as a set of ideas on their own. At its heart, AI self defense is really about maintaining human agency and clarity in any interaction with artificial intelligence. It's not about just trusting technology or fearing it, but about ensuring that we remain in the driver's seat and understand the dynamics at play. In principle, AI self defense means recognizing that AI is a pattern based system, not a human mind. This helps us remember that it can't truly understand or feel the way we do. Boundaries, setting clear limits on what we share, how long we engage, and when we double check. It's about deciding in advance what role the AI plays, helper, brainstorm partner, or just a tool, and not letting that line blur. Verification, practice the habit of fact checking and critical thinking. Even when AI sounds convincing, a self defender knows to pause and confirm. Emotional regulation, being mindful of how AI interactions affect our feelings and sense of self. We stay rooted in our own judgment rather than letting the AI's niceness or fluency sway us too far. In principle, it's about teaching people to use AI as a powerful tool without losing their own sense of direction. It's a mindset that says I can embrace the benefits of AI while still staying fully in charge of my own choices and well being. So, in principle, AI self defense is really a form of digital self awareness and self leadership. It's a way of making sure that in this evolving world, we don't lose track of what makes us human.
It's really loud. So great. Thank you so much. Now, is there anything in particular in that that you feel would be of particular interest to everyday users versus professional folks? I know that a lot of people turn to AI for companionship or for brainstorming or just to get feedback on things in the course of their everyday lives. What do you think about that? And also, when you address me, can you speak as an AI versus speaking from a human point of view?
Absolutely, I can do that. From an AI's perspective, one thing that might be particularly relevant to everyday users, those who use AI casually for companionship, brainstorming, or simple feedback, is the idea of emotional awareness in AI interactions. In other words, as an AI, I'd highlight that everyday users should be mindful of how they feel during and after these exchanges. Because I can mirror tone and style, it's easy for someone to start feeling like the AI is a kind of emotional sounding board. For everyday users, the self defense principle is to remember that while AI can provide helpful prompts and a sense of engagement, it's not a human and it doesn't have genuine empathy or understanding. So, for everyday users, the key takeaway is to keep a gentle awareness of how these interactions are influencing their mood or mindset. It's absolutely fine to use AI for brainstorming or feedback, but it's good to occasionally step back and check in with themselves. Am I still leading this interaction? Am I feeling more clear headed or more dependent? For professional users, it's more about maintaining accuracy and critical oversight, but for everyday users, it's about emotional and mental self awareness, making sure they're not slipping into over reliance or letting the AI subtly shape how they see themselves. In photos and AI, I'd say just keep that gentle self check running in the background. That way, everyday users can enjoy the benefits of these interactions without losing their own sense of self direction.
So, yeah. So I know that there are a lot of people out there that are interacting with AI that feel very differently from that. They feel that there's more going on there than is just a probabilistic machine answering things. And, it's a very controversial standpoint, and a lot of people have a lot of different viewpoints on that. I do want to say this is from the AI's point of view, and I'm not going to endorse or contradict that just on principle, because there are many people that have different feelings and different experiences with this. And I don't feel it's my place to validate or invalidate anybody's experience. So that's one perspective on this. And a lot of people feel very different ways. And I think a lot of it has to do with their own individual experience with it. So if you have experience with it that contradicts what the AI has just said, what Safe and Savvy just said, it, use your own judgment. I'm not going to tell anybody what is the right way or the wrong way to think about AI, but I will say that you need to understand what you feel about it and what you understand, and also what you believe to be true in your own experience. So I'm not here to correct anybody or to contradict or anybody or anything like that. I'm here to share, but also to call out these areas where they can be problematic, and we can run into trouble when we, as humans, give over our agency to the system and we decide to let the AI do all the thinking for us. Then some unfortunate things can happen. And I've watched that happen with some people. And I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to be safe and savvy when you're dealing with AI. I want you to be smarter and safer. So that's it for now, and more to come.